prime, who would have won, Crawford or Mayweather? Prime for prime.
Crawford.
Really?
Better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather.
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter.
His basics are solid. His fundamentals are solid. He's strong. He's physical. He's moved up and become, solid at a heavier weight than when he started in his career. He's grown into. He's got great experience.
Floyd Mayweather is often hailed as one of the greatest defensive boxers in history, but talk around the boxing world suggests that facing Terence Crawford could spell disaster. Analysts warn that Mayweather, long retired and well past his prime, would be gambling with both his legacy and his health against a fighter as dangerous as Crawford. With his ruthless combinations, razor-sharp timing, and unmatched adaptability, Crawford poses a threat that many believe Mayweather would be wise to avoid.
He's way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, now that was a big take. Of course, he's fought both of them. Yeah, so that was a big take. But yeah, I think so.
Not for people who watch boxing. No, that's not. No.
Well, I just wanted to make sure that we sent that Terence Crawford some love, because he also talked a lot that night about how people underestimated him and thought, because people didn't really. He doesn't have the biggest star power, that he wasn't going to win the fight, and he definitely took that home. So congratulations to him. Now
What?
He doesn't have the biggest star power.
No.
Yeah, he was saying that people were underestimating him because of that.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. walked away from boxing with an unblemished 50-0 record, cementing his reputation as one of the sport's greatest defensive masters. Terence Crawford, also undefeated, has carved out his own legacy as a multi-division world champion, celebrated for his stance-switching versatility, sharp ring IQ, power, and diverse skill set. As Crawford continues to dominate his weight classes, the boxing world can't help but fuel comparisons, dream matchups, and debates over who would prevail if both men had met in their primes.
Terence Crawford on Saturday has not only become the pound-for-pound #1 fighter, I honestly believe that he surpasses now Floyd Mayweather as the best fighter of this generation. That's what I believe.
If that was the goal by Floyd, to be undisputed, then he would have chased undisputed. He chased champions until he became the money draw.
Do you know that Floyd never unified any of the divisions he fought in?
Because he never had to. It was a draw. He just didn't have to. He done the hard work in getting there.
Terence Crawford started out his boxing career as a lightweight, and now he's gone up to super middleweight and become the undisputed super middleweight champion, beating a guy like Canelo. Listen, previously, man, he was wreaking havoc through that division. And Terence Crawford's just gone out there and taken the belt off him with, let's be honest, relative ease.
Legendary three-division champion Shane "Sugar" Mosley has stirred debate by suggesting that Terence Crawford may actually hold an edge over Floyd Mayweather, depending on which version of Mayweather steps into the ring. Mosley highlighted Crawford's power, versatility, and seamless ability to switch stances, arguing that these tools create unpredictable angles and dangerous offensive opportunities. Against the seasoned money Mayweather, Mosley believes Crawford could very well come out on top. But when it comes to the younger, more aggressive pretty boy Mayweather, Mosley admits that Crawford would face a far tougher challenge.
But did you believe or do you agree with the fact that Canelo is saying Crawford is better than Mayweather from an outsider's perspective, having not fought Crawford? Do you think it's better out of those two, Crawford or Mayweather?
I think Crawford is better, bigger. He's actually he moved in weight class, and I would say Crawford is a better fight all around fighter. Mayweather's really good too, though. You can knock him as well. He's very talented. It would have been a tough fight, but I think Crawford would have the edge over Mayweather because of the long arms and because he's bigger. You know what I'm saying? And he would have kept him at bay. It would be hard for Mayweather to counter, maybe. But Mayweather's definitely a technician. I mean, like Crawford said, Mayweather has his era, and Crawford, this is his era.
Former world champion Tim Bradley has openly stated his belief that Terence Crawford would defeat a prime Floyd Mayweather. Bradley praised Crawford's intelligence, versatility, and sharp timing, noting that while Mayweather's defensive mastery and agility are unmatched, Crawford possesses the offensive arsenal and tactical skills needed to close the distance and break through.
Crawford is
also a master at distance. Terence Crawford has punching power to hurt Floyd Mayweather. We saw that in the jab to the fight now.
Yeah, Shane too. Shane hurt him with the right hand.
Hurt him as well.
Yep.
And did he fight Shane? But did Floyd fight Shane in his prime? Do you think he fought him in his prime?
No.
Exactly.
And that wasn't quite a Shane level fighter. That's true. Listen, it'd be a great match.
Amir Khan has voiced deep respect for Terence Crawford, even suggesting there's a legitimate case that Crawford could defeat Floyd Mayweather. Khan praised Crawford's exceptional timing, highlighting how he disrupts rhythm, makes precise adjustments, and executes sharp game plans. Reflecting on his own experience in the ring with Crawford, Khan noted how Crawford's ability to make opponents miss by fractions and then capitalize with punishing combinations sets him apart. He further argued that Crawford stands above many of the biggest names in the welterweight division and that even Mayweather, with all his legendary defensive brilliance, might struggle against Crawford's unique blend of offense, ring IQ, and adaptability.
I was in the ring with him, even though it was after the 1-2 rounds, I started getting my rhythm. But I have to say, probably one of the best fights I've ever faced, honestly. And I've faced like Canelo, and I was at boxing fights like him. Every fight I've lost previously was when I was up on points, and obviously my caught shot, got knocked out, whatever. But Crawford, timing was so on point. I mean, like, what a great fight he was, technician. And I'll always look, I'm not a hater in any way, even though the fight went the way it did. But I just think his timing was amazing, and just his everything about his game plan he had for the fight. I mean, he's a brilliant fighter. You cannot take that away from him. And if he was to fight any welterweight, being Manny Pacquiao, being Errol Spence, being even Floyd Mayweather, I think Crawford would beat a lot of them, maybe all of them. Even like, the only fight I would say for him would be a good fight technically would be someone like Mayweather. But I really think he would beat Mayweather as well.
Carl Frampton, the former two-division world champion, has argued that Terence Crawford's performance against Canelo Alvarez went far beyond a simple victory. It reshaped how he views Crawford in comparison to Floyd Mayweather. Frampton pointed out that Crawford's ability to control the fight, inflict damage, and dictate the pace proved he has reached a level capable of challenging Mayweather at his absolute best. He drew parallels between Crawford's technical skill, ring generalship, and finishing ability in that fight and the benchmark performances often cited when discussing a prime Mayweather.
Crawford is going to nick it. Bird is going to nick it. I think if he does nick it, it does kind of have to be a stinker. He has to move and use his feet. And Canelo's feet aren't what they once were, but certainly the stronger man in the fight. I think we're going to see a very close one, possibly even a draw. But you put a gun to my head, I would say Crawford in a close points decision.
You talk a bit about the fight maybe not catching fire in the way some were expecting. Terence Crawford is to win the fight. Does it have to be that sort of fight? And leading from that, can he hurt Canelo Alvarez?
I don't think so. I mean, look at the shots guys like Golovkin bounced off Canelo's head. It's almost like he's unhurtable. We've seen him hurt by Miguel Cotto's brother a number of years ago, but that was it really, and he was a young boy. So I think that I don't expect to see Terence hurting or being able to hurt Canelo, but there's a way he can win the fight, and that is by outboxing him.
If Terence Crawford does win, as you're predicting, does he rival Alexander Usyk for that #1 pound for pound spot?
You have to start. I've never really thought about it, but that's a good question, and he'd certainly be yeah.
Shakur Stevenson has been vocal in his belief that Terence Crawford is just one fight away from entering the greatest of all time conversation, specifically if he defeats Canelo Alvarez. Stevenson highlighted Crawford's skill set, movement, and high boxing IQ, arguing that these attributes give him the tools to neutralize Canelo's offense and swing the fight in his favor. More than just another addition to Crawford's resume, Stevenson views a win over Canelo, long regarded as boxing royalty, as a defining moment that would reshape how history remembers him. In his eyes, such a victory would cement Crawford's place among the all-time greats and silence any remaining critics.
Bud beats Canelo convincingly, right? Would you put him above Floyd, an all-time great?
See, I ain't
Give me a
gonna-
solid answer. Come on, Shakur. Don't dance around
I
that,
can't
bro.
get into that because at the end of the day, it's like,
But
it's
that's just an opinion.
It's opinionated.
Right, I
Regardless,
want your
it's opinionated. My opinion on it, I think Bud is the greatest of all time after doing this.
Okay.
But
Thank you. That's all I wanted.
Floyd is the greatest of all time in my eyes too. Like the
Right.
shit I don't watch with him is like,
Right.
he's one of my favorite fighters.
I
So,
know.
Terence Crawford has pushed back against ongoing comparisons to Floyd Mayweather, making it clear that he doesn't view their careers or styles as directly comparable. He points out that Mayweather fought in a different era, with its own opponents, promotional dynamics, and public expectations, while his own path has unfolded along a unique trajectory. Crawford acknowledges that such comparisons may fuel media debates but insists his focus is solely on what he can control, refining his craft, choosing the right fights, and maintaining consistency. For him, the measure of greatness lies not in hypothetical matchups or record comparisons, but in proving himself against legitimate, top-level competition. He prefers to view his accomplishments on their own terms rather than through the lens of Mayweather's legacy.
Start making comparisons with your legacy to Floyd Mayweather. How do you feel you compare with Floyd with the resume you have now?
Listen, Floyd was the greatest in his era. I'm the greatest in my era. It ain't no need to compare me to Floyd or Floyd to me.
You talk the talk and you sure walk the walk. Your confidence and aura is on another level. Could we see a run as a light heavyweight?
Nah, we ain't going up that much.
Now,
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.